All right, new at 9, it's time now for Legally Speaking with attorney Carol Thomas. We appreciate you joining us this morning. Today we are talking about elder law. We're talking about estate planning and trust. And Carol, one of the neat things that you do, and you said you've been doing it, I think, for more than 25 years now.
Yes, 27 years to be exact.
27 years. These seminars, tell us about those.
I love doing the seminars, Christina. My next one is coming up actually in Bay City at the Doubletree on September 4th. And I just love presenting and I love teaching. But unfortunately, the seminar is almost full. So if someone wants to come to the 10 o'clock, I know that will be full by the end of the day. 5 o'clock will probably be full by the end of the week. So if people do want to come to these sessions, they do need to call.
What made you create them to begin with?
You know, that's interesting. When I started out 27 years ago, I sat for days in my office hoping that the phone would ring, and it didn't. So I thought, how can I get my message out to people? And I was a former teacher, and I thought, maybe I should try doing a seminar. So I put one ad in the newspaper, hoping to get 10 people. That ad, the very first one, 100 people signed up.
Oh, wow.
I was
crazy.
Stunned. So
something.
that just led one thing to another, and I've been doing them ever since. But yes, I had no idea that it would ever end up like it is now, where people call our office every day, when is your next seminar? Because they tell their neighbors and their friends that they're informational. I try to make them fun too. I try to tell a lot of stories so people can just learn what they need to know.
And this is free advice, which is so helpful. I mean, you just can't, and you said the food is good too. I remember
It
you
is.
saying that.
Yeah.
But
I don't make it.
But this is a great time to bring a notepad and just jot down what you need to know. When we think about setting up an estate plan, you know, the first question you might often get is, do I need a will or a trust? What's the difference there?
Well, a will is good for younger people. If someone has children, the importance of a will is who will raise my children. But I typically say if someone is over the age of 50 and they have a home, a trust is very important. A trust lives with you, so a trust can help us if someone needs nursing home care. The basic difference, a will only works after you die. A trust lives with you. So there's a huge difference between them. Another thing, Christine, people do ladybird deeds for estate planning. And what I mean by that is on their deed, they say, my home goes to my child when I die, and they think that's all I need for estate planning. Deed issues are huge, and I talk a lot about that at my seminar.
And it's something that these things, until you go through that, it is a lot of paperwork, headaches. I mean, it's exhausting having to deal with something if you don't prepare ahead of time.
Exactly, or if they do it wrong. So many people do deeds on their own. I just had a situation, it was very sad. Mom was 90 years old. She decided to add her daughter's name on her deed. So you would think that makes sense. Well, sadly, the daughter, who's 70, her husband just went in a nursing home. Now, the state of Michigan said to that daughter, oh, you own half of your mother's home that artificially raised what she had. That daughter and her husband had to pay $70,000 for his care in a nursing home, all because Mom added her name on the deed.
Wow, so there's ways around that.
Oh, absolutely. You never, ever want to add a child's name on a deed. That is the biggest mistake that I see people do.
That is very interesting. I don't think I've ever heard that before. So, you know, when you have these seminars too, I know you do go through several things. What are the other big key topics?
The other key topic is to make sure you have a well-drafted financial power of attorney.
Okay.
That is our key, that if you're not able to handle your finances, that you've named someone that can take care of things for you. And so many people don't think it, especially married couples think, oh, I don't need to have a power of attorney. My wife is on everything that I own. But let's say you have an IRA, you become incapacitated, your wife has no right to make your minimum distribution. I am going to court all the time because married couples don't have financial powers of attorney. They don't think they need them. So what I do at my seminars, I tell a lot of stories like these just to get people to think, and I think it's the best way to explain what's necessary is to give examples, actually, of mistakes that people have made.
And you said you used to be a teacher too, but I know you're so passionate about these. You know, what are your favorite parts of this? What do you get out of this?
What I get out of this is actually the joy of knowing that I've helped people. I actually have a master's degree in counseling, so I actually wanted to be a career counselor, help people decide what they wanted to do with their life, and that actually didn't work out. I went to law school. I actually started at the age of 40. law school. That's an interesting story.
That is.
I don't have time today, but at my seminars, I always tell why at the age of 40 did I start law school.
Wow.
So come to my seminar if you want to know why I did that.
Yeah, and is there anything else before we get back to, we want to remind everyone about the who, what's, where, when's, and is there anything else you want to mention today to families?
Well, I want to say another thing is a major topic at my seminar is people should not be gifting money to their loved ones if potentially there could be long-term care within the next 5 years. That's considered a gift, and there are penalties for that. Christine, you wouldn't believe how many people, mom will pay a daughter to help care for her. Now mom goes into a nursing home, and everything that the mom paid the daughter, there's a penalty for it. So if she's paid her, say, $20,000 or $30,000 over the last few years, there's a penalty of $30,000 if she goes in a nursing home. These are things that people just don't know. And so it's the look on people's faces when I tell these stories at my seminar, and they're in disbelief. Simple things, but people don't know the answers.
Tell us one more time when we can check out the seminar and about reserving a spot in advance.
Okay. Well, the next seminar is coming up September 4th. It's a Thursday in Bay City. But because that's going to almost be full, I want to promote my next one, which will be back in Saginaw at the Horizons Conference Center, and that will be November 13th. So if this one fills up, there's another option. And I can promise people that if you come to my seminars, you will enjoy them, and more importantly, learn a lot.
That is so interesting. We appreciate you being here.
Thank you.
I learned so much from these conversations. Also, if you do want to get in touch, you can go to the hot link section at WNEM.com. Click on that, and we'll get you in touch with Carol. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.